Welcome to Gap Mastermind, another session. Absolute fire. Super pumped as always. Top agents and people that bring massive value with proven strategies for you to take action and increase your production and your growth. So today we have another amazing session. As the last stragglers make it in here, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to be respectful of those of you who have shown up, but we want to see your cameras on. So I want to see more cameras. I see Veronica with her camera on. Hey, V, what's up? Let's get more of those cameras on, guys. Show up fully. How you show up is how you elevate. All right. So if you're here like just in passing, you're not going to really make the most of this. And the session today is one that you really want to be focused and make the most of, because this is really a proven way to generate a lot of sales and a lot of business. And in 2025, I believe this strategy is going to explode. I think this is going to be one of the top strategies. It's going to grow even more because there's more scalability now and more opportunity. So, I'm not going to spoil all of this, but just getting a little bit preemptive so you guys are excited. Now, real quick, I do want to talk a little bit about a fast cap promotion that we've got going on. Our Global Alliance organization has gotten a reserve supply of tickets on this sold out program from EXP. Now, this is a free program, so you don't have to pay for anything, but shouldn't be free. This thing should be like $19.95 or something. Is that powerful? So what is Fast Cap? If you don't know what Fast Cap is, I'm sure you've been hearing the noise, but you're like, what is this? Well, Fast Cap is an accelerator program for you to go from 0, 3, 5, 10 sales to multiples of that. Now, this is a way for you to speed up your progress, is compressing time. What EXP has done is collect the best strategies from the fastest growing agents in the company, production-wise. So they interviewed all the fastest growing agents that started and within 6 months of joining the company sold 10 transactions in 6 months or 20 transactions in 6 months, and within 12 months continue that momentum. So these are the playbooks of agents that were able to join, and with a shoestring budget were able to scale their business. So let me ask you a question. Could you use another 10 sales in the next 6 months? Let me see in the chat. Post a one if you could use another 10 transactions. If not, you can send them my way. I'm just saying I could use another 10. Now, could you use 20 over the next 12 months? Is that something that you could use? Can we get more ones in the chat? I want to see the momentum there, right? So Fast Cap aligns you with that. And this is not a training. This is a curriculum with hands-on coaching, accountability, community, prices, all right? And so much more. And I'm super excited about the tracking and accountability. So they're giving you the technology to track your business. They're telling you what to do to generate leads. They're building a community where you're sharing strategies, and the Global Alliance leaders will be there with you in this session. So if you want to do Fast Cap with us, this is the one to do it in. We only have 100 tickets. I think there's already a good amount that have already been taken. We're getting a report today on that. This is sold out. Sold out. So if you're a leader and you're here and you have a team, or you have an organization within EXP, invite your people. Let them know they need to be part of this. Let's do it together. All right. If you're somebody that's looking to add another 10 transactions over the next 6 months or 20 over the next 12 months, hey, sign up for yourself. Let's get it done. All right. So again, this is the ultimate opportunity. Veronica, do you want to chime in? Because I just, obviously wanted to share a little bit on this, but is there something you want to add?
Oh, no, I'm so excited that you're talking about this, because this was actually the theme on our morning huddle with my team. And, we talked about this amazing opportunity. Again, the results, they're super impressive. And also how this is This is also something I'm excited about because of the team certification that's coming out as well. For those of you who are running teams, there has been a beta that's been going on for a while, and now the team certification also launches in January, the first phase of it. And part of that certification and the perks once a team is certified is that they will be paired with agents that show that they might be a good fit for a team. But guess what? They're also put into FastCap to help the team leaders, accelerate the success of that team member. So we were talking about it today that we are going to be a certified team, and we're super excited. So our commitment is to do FastCap as a team before some other people do it who join our team, because they're going to come out guns blazing. They're going to be super successful when it comes to the mindset and the habits and the best practices that we're seeing across the country. I'm super pumped. This is going to be a game changer, guys, in 2025. And of course, today we're going to have an amazing speaker talking to you about strategies that have helped him build a reputable business. And with the TCPA laws coming out, right, and the one-to-one relationships, guys, all of these things matter. But the FastCap is going to give you foundational principles, right? Team certification, team leaders, get on this team certification once it goes live, because it's going to arm you with an opportunity to attract really great talent, but also get those agents quicker into production with your amazing leadership, coaching, infrastructure, lead gen game, right? But a nice foundational baseline that the company is saying, we got you. We got you. We understand. It's going to have EOS component to it for the team leaders. So guys, I'm super pumped when you bring the magic of FastCap together with the team certifications, it's a game changer. So I'm super pumped about it. Carlos, we talked about it this morning on our huddle. And to me,
Love it.
it's something I'm committed to. So I'll be there as well, right there with you guys learning. Excited to see where the results come in at. But thank you for
We're
kicking it
gonna
off.
crush
It's a
it.
great message.
Yeah. This community only knows how to do things well, and we're gonna absolutely crush it. Franny,
Well,
if
and
we
I just want
can,
to say, not
uh-huh.
everybody has had I would say the privilege that we have to have a reserved amount of seats. That's what we do. We go out and we advocate, right? And I want to give a shout out to Carlos, Rebecca, who are big advocates for behind the scenes to make sure that this group had a special access pass, because they are pretty much filling up really quickly. We're like, we want to be able to have first crack at this with a group. So you guys just know we're always advocating behind the scenes.
For sure. Let's throw that slide, Franny, with the registration link. So this is our exclusive registration link that will be shown here, and we'll put it in the chat. Grab your spot, or even better, just scan the QR code. There you go. So grab your spot, and we're going to be adding, a lot of energy around this together, sharing ideas, resources, celebrating success to the people that are moving the fastest within the FastCap. So it's going to be super fun. This is something again that we're doing in this session starting January. I think it's the 6th, the 8th. The 8th is the what's it called? The kickoff session. So January 8th, kickoff session, we get it started, and we're going to be moving really fast and bring a lot of energy. If you want to be part of the team certification in January, reach out to Veronica or myself. There might be some spots there for the beta if you're a team leader and you want to be part of that. So definitely, I don't think that's something that they've been promoting, but we're happy to put your name in the hat and get you in there, all right? So that is the announcement. So I would love to see everybody register for the FastCap. All right. So let's dive into our amazing training for today. And obviously, this speaker, this rock star that we have today, bringing massive value in GAP Mastermind. He's no stranger to our group. He's one of the top leaders, massive energy. He's also the director for EXP Puerto Rico, representing, crushing it. He's a social media sensation, crushes it with the Facebook group. He's been in real estate for 11 years. He's been in EXP for 3 years. His energy, his passion has touched every area within this company. And the massive value that he's going to bring today is specifically with organic growth of your business, which is, hey, that's the way that we want to grow our business, because at the end of the day, the lead costs are not getting any cheaper. Lead costs are super high. So if you can get in there before these people actually go and click on a paid link and win this business, what better way? So he closes 60 plus transactions yearly with this one strategy. Is going to deliver that value to us today. He's also a great family man with his lovely wife, his 3 teenage kids. I have no idea how he does it, but he's obviously an amazing family man that brings that magic to everything that he does. And he's part of our family. And without further ado, Eli, take it away, my friend.
Wow, I've never had an introduction like that. Thank you. I woke up with a really bad cold, so you guys are gonna have to forgive me if my energy is not exactly where I should be or where I typically am, but I appreciate being here. Carlos, thank you so much. I believe that our business is a relationship business, and because of that, I don't believe in paying for leads. So from day one, I had to figure out how to do this without having to. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Without having to, I came up with this presentation. I did what I could. Can y'all see my screen? I'm not looking at the chat, but can somebody let me know if you guys? Awesome. Perfect. So this basically, I'm doing my best to put into a system what I've been doing for the past few years and how I've generated my business. I'm what you might consider a one-trick pony. This is all I do. My business is all Facebook groups, and I'm going to run you guys as fast as I can through most of it. I'm not going to be able to cover everything. I don't have enough time, I think, even though I speak pretty fast, but I will get to as much as I can. And okay, so why Facebook groups? Number one, for me, the most important thing is you become a digital mayor of your market. You become the person, you become the go-to. And that's what I've done in a couple of markets where I've been. That's how I started my business in Houston. Facebook groups fosters engagement versus marketing or selling. So you become a relationship broker, not a transaction broker. You make authentic connections. Facebook groups allows you to build trust with people. It allows you to build relationships with people. And Facebook groups make people feel special. And I'm not just saying this. There's literally studies on this done by Facebook. 77% of people say that the most important group they belong to is actually an online group. It's not their bowling group. It's not their whatever groups in person. The most important group they have is an online group. And 98% of people who belong to these groups on Facebook, for example, say they feel a sense of belonging. In some of my groups, people have built friendships. In some of my groups, people have taken that, even though it hasn't been my intention with it, and I'm not the one doing it, members of the groups themselves have taken these relationships they built online and they've taken them offline. They've actually built events around it. They meet together. I'm sure some of them have gotten married thanks to the group. So really, really important to build these groups. For me, it's been a life-changing event. How does this all start? So I remember sitting on my couch in January 2014. I had just become an independent agent, a solo agent. I was working as an assistant for a broker, and I'm sitting on my couch. My wife is working full-time, basically the breadwinner for our home. And I'm sitting there and I'm complaining about how I have no business. Everything is so bad. I don't have money for Zillow leads. I don't have money for realtor leads. Actually, my license renewal, my wife put on a credit card because we couldn't even afford that. So I'm sitting there complaining about what's going on and how broke I am, how business is not coming to me. And I noticed that I was sitting there on my phone scrolling on Facebook. I'm like, okay, I got to do something. So I launched a group. My first group that I ever launched right now has just over 11,000 people, members in it. It's called Boricuas in Houston. So I figured I'm Puerto Rican. Here I am crying because I'm broke. Here I am being broke. And then here I am scrolling on Facebook. So I'm thinking to myself, how can I meet people? I was brand new to Texas, had just moved to Texas, just moved to Houston, brand new from Puerto Rico. I didn't know anybody. So I'm a new realtor in a new area where I know nobody. So I created a group and I invited the 3 Puerto Ricans that I knew in Houston that I had met either at a restaurant somewhere or somehow online. And I invited them to the group and I asked them, hey, let's build this. And those 3 invited 3, and eventually ended up being where it is today at 11,200 and something people in there. So it grew organically. And then as of today, and I'm just going to give you some idea of who I am and why I'm talking about this. As of right now, I have about 12 groups. I've built over 100 groups. They don't all work. So don't get frustrated if the first one doesn't work. Don't get frustrated if it's just not the right thing. Shut it down and move on. I've built over 100 groups. And right now I have about 12 groups that are really working for me in different aspects, different things. So I have Boricuas in Houston, which was my first one, has over 11,000 people. I just purchased moving to Puerto Rico. We can talk about that in a different conversation, how to purchase existing groups. I also purchased Se Venden Casas in Puerto Rico. It had about 30,000 members. Right now it has 162,000 members, and it is all specifically for business, for real estate. And then real estate in Puerto Rico, I created about 4 years ago, and it has 112,300 people. So I want to talk a little bit about this real quick. So Boricuas in Houston is a community group. So there's different ways to skin a cat. Boricuas in Houston is a community group. We talk about everything and anything in there. It is a resource for people who are moving, Puerto Ricans who are moving or relocating to Houston. And it's become the go-to place. That's where people ask for mechanics and how to get my driver's license and are there jobs hiring? How do I buy pasteles in Coquito? It's become a community, literally community group inside Facebook. And then Se Venden Casas in Puerto Rico and real estate in Puerto Rico are specifically for real estate. So don't be afraid to build a group that is specific. Don't try to be like, oh, I want to be the czar of everything. No, I've built community groups that are specifically for real estate, for listings and things like that. We'll talk about that a little bit. And then moving to Puerto Rico, I purchased as well. So my big thing was, why pay the high cost of leads when organic leads are free, right? And there's some stats on that. So I built and some data on this, the real cost of leads. So the average real estate agent is paying about $75 a lead. Okay. Even social media advertising can incur costs of around $46 a lead. And I'm sorry, I know that sounds great to a lot of people. To me, that was ridiculous. So I decided, I'm going to stick to just making the best of I can with these groups, which is free, which is kind of free, right? I have a VA now that works on managing the groups because they've gotten too big for me to do myself. And obviously it does take time, and time is money. So it just depends on how, you want to run it. But this is the way I've been doing it. My statistics for 2023, I haven't not pulled the 2024 yet, but 2023, I earned just over $330,000 in GCI, gross commission income from groups, from basically 2 groups. In the last 6 months, 2 groups have generated over 600 leads, and the conversion rate on that is about 4%. So about 230 leads, like solid leads, which if you do times 3% average price is about 330 grand. So the numbers are pretty good. It's about 360, and then ad spend is 0. I spend 0 in ads. I have my people, and that's my advertisement. That's my Super Bowl audience, right? It's 300, 126 or whatever people are in the group. In group memberships alone, just for entering the group, right? These are just people entering the group. These are not people that have talked to me yet. These are not people who have told me what they want yet. Just entering the group. For you to enter one of my groups, you have to answer a questionnaire. And in that questionnaire, we get full names. Obviously, we have the Facebook URL. We're going to get an email address. We're going to get the market you're looking at. We're going to know if you're looking to buy or sell. And about 40% of people will also provide their phone number. Not everybody. The email is mandatory. And I'm going really fast because I don't have time to cover everything. But we do have membership questions. Some of them are you have to answer. Some of them you can bypass. The email you cannot bypass. The phone number you can. Obviously, some people get fake emails. But overall, we've had pretty good success on this. So in this screenshot, you can see in the last 7 days, we generated about 86 leads. Those are warm leads that came from Puerto Rico, from the Se Venden Casas in Puerto Rico. That's from one group. And then in 2023, I generated over $11.5 million worth of production. And here's kind of the proof from different groups, right? These are from 2 different groups. So this is kind of a screenshot. And it's about 11, according to Beer Video, is about 11 million, 11.7 million in production. So how do we do this, right? That's great knowing that Eli did it, but how do you go out and do it? So number one, the first thing you need to do is you need to find your niche. You can't just go out there and build something. You need to find your niche. Figure out who your dream 25, your avatar client is, right? Where do they live and where do they want to buy, right? Are they local? Are they relocating? Are they targeting a specific neighborhood? Or do you want to target a specific neighborhood? What is their motivation, right? For buying or for selling? Is it a primary home? Are you in a vacation home market? Are you good with investors? What type of property fits their needs? What do they do for a living, right? It's really important to how to talk to people sometimes depends on what they do for a living, right? And what they're looking for, obviously, and sometimes that also will tell you what their budget is. And sometimes your market is all driven by price point. What are their hobbies and interests? So that way you have material to talk about, things to share, to connect with those people. What stage of life are they in? Are they retirees? Are they brand new buyers? Are they first-time home buyers? Are they relocating? And then what challenges are they facing when buying and selling the process? And this last question is really important because what we're going to get into is we're going to talk about some of the content you're sharing and the key content in all of this. I've tried everything. The number one content that gets you business is educational posts. People want to be educated. These questions will help you define your niche and build a Facebook group that attracts your ideal client while positioning you as a trusted expert. I'll make a stop real quick. I'm not looking at the comment section, so if you have a question, feel free to interrupt me, turn your mic on. I have the comment section turned off because I get easily distracted. So if you have a question of a specific slide, just stop me, ask a question. I'm happy to answer it.
You're getting tons of kudos. It's like amazing, fire. This is fabulous, so awesome. Like chat is on fire for you, man.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Before and I know that building a group can seem overwhelming, and trust me, it can be overwhelming sometimes, especially if it's your first group. So how do you leverage an existing group? We'll talk about that real quick. So how do you leverage an existing group? If you already have an existing group, if there's already existing group and you don't run it yourself, even if another realtor runs it, join that group and start there. That's how you start. That's how you build your notoriety. Right? That's how you build who you are. That's how you build your reputation. I have it right here written. See my ADD? I'm telling you. So number one, join the right Facebook groups. Look for local Facebook groups with 3,000 members or more. You can adjust that for marketing. Here's my trick. You want to join groups where 2 to 5% of the population of your group is. Okay? That's what you want to do. You want to join, you want, no group's going to have 100, but if you can find a group that has at least like around 5% of the population, if you have 100,000 people in your city and you can find a group that has, 5,000 people, then that's a group you want to join. You don't want to join the 200, 300. Number two should be this one, but avoid yard sale and yard sale groups, the buy sell trade groups. I avoid those. There's too much stuff going on. There's 20, 30, 100 posts a day of people just selling junk, and your conversational, your education posts, your quality posts are going to go unseen. Don't post right away. When you join another person's group, do not start posting right away. Do not post at all for a while until you do the next few things. Focus on observing and understanding the group's tone, the rules, the dynamics before contributing. What are the people talking about? Who are the people that are engaging the most? What are the questions? You want to look for questions and concerns that you can answer. Engage thoughtfully. Number 4, right here. Engage thoughtfully. Comment on posts, answer questions, and provide helpful insights. Always, always, always come from a place of contribution, not self-promotion. Avoid telling people you're a realtor. Let people find out organically because of the way you answer questions, right? If somebody says, I'm looking for a realtor, great. Hey, my team and I would love to help. That's okay. If somebody says, hey, I just bought a house, or I'm under contract, obviously you got to be careful not to cross signs, but just answer questions. Even if they're not about real estate, make sure you engage with everybody. If somebody says, hey, I'm looking for where to get my dog groomed, be the person that knows a great groomer. Call groomers, make connections, and that way you can recommend those people. Treat posts like conversations. This one's so important. Imagine the group as a party and each post as a table of people, right? You know how people get divided into high tables? And you're just jumping from table to table, from conversation to conversation. Join the discussion naturally and add value. Now Facebook has badges. So the more you contribute, the more you talk, you can earn the top contributor badge and even group expert badge, and consistently engage with posts to increase visibility and credibility within the group. Really important. You got to be careful because I've been through this. If you are a realtor and you join a group that's ran by a realtor, you got to be careful not investing too much into it, because some people do get jealous. Some people come from scarcity and they will kick you out of the group. So be mindful of what groups you're joining. Know who the admin is. Try not to step on their toes. Connect with the admins, build rapport with the group's admins or founders by supporting their efforts and following group rules. Reach out to them. Hey, I just joined the group. Somebody invited me. Even if you joined yourself, somebody invited me to the group. Just wanted to see, what's your goal with the group? Like, how can I help? How can I contribute? Be consistent and patient. Be very patient. Building trust takes time. Engage regularly to establish yourself as a reliable and knowledgeable presence before launching your own group. Oh, hold on, Michael. My desk moved. See, these are bloopers when you're live. All right, so let's go to the next one. Next slide. Now it's time to build your group. You've been in another group for 90 days, 6 months. People trust you. People know who you are. They know who Eli is. Eli's always talking about real estate. He's providing value. You have 20, 30, 40 people who just know who you are. It's time to build your group. Now, you don't want to make that group exactly the exact copy or opposite of that group or competition of the group you already joined, because you got to be grateful, and you never know if your group might not function. But maybe there's a community group, and now you're talking so much about real estate that now you're like, okay, let me build a specific real estate group for this community, and now you build that group, right? So start off with rules of engagement. You got to know the rules of engagement. Number one, are you going to allow politics? Are you going to allow marketing? Are you going to allow limited marketing, right? So I don't allow politics in any of my groups. We don't talk politics. We don't talk religion. Those are divisive conversations. And I'm very political. On my Facebook personal page, I talk about politics all the time. I even mention some stuff about religion. But in the groups, we want to avoid that, because you don't want to be babysitting 5-year-olds. And that's what it becomes if you let it. Are you going to allow marketing? Are people going to be, is it a community group? And will people be allowed to market? They make cheesecakes, or they sell cars, or they sell houses, etc. No spam or marketing by other realtors. This is an important rule. In all my Facebook groups, including the real estate specific ones, I allow all realtors to join. I allow all realtors to have conversations. I allow all realtors to share their listings. What I don't allow is self-promotion. So if you're a realtor and you're in my group, or a real estate agent and you're in my group, you can share your listings. Hey, just listed as a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, et cetera, et cetera. By all means, share that. What you can't do is say, hey, if you're looking to buy or sell, so there's no self-promotion, only promotion of your own exclusive listings. So hope that makes sense. No fan clubbing agents. If I see that somebody's asking for a realtor, and you start seeing these fan clubs, and you start seeing like family or employees promoting that one realtor, I try to cut that off quick. If you do allow marketing, I only allow one company, one post per day per company per person. If people are going to post their properties or the listings, I pre-build templates. I tell them, you want to put the location, the house, the location, size. I try to help them with a template, so everything gets looks the same. I don't allow dietary supplements, live videos, no pet sales, no pet adoptions, no weapon sales, etc. Invite new members. Who do you invite? Well, I just started my group. Who do I invite now? Invite your friends. Invite us in Global Alliance. I'll support you. If you build your own group, add me as a first person member. I will support you, and I will be there with you. Even if I don't care about the group, or it's nothing to do with me. I guess I don't care, it's a bad word, but it's not relevant to me. I'll still be there because I want to support you, right? I don't care if you build a group in somewhere in Alaska that I've never been to. I will be there. Invite me. Family, vendors that are going to benefit from this. You can current followers of your pages. You can share on TikTok. You can share on Facebook posts. You can share via email. You can email if you have past clients and you're building a specific homes for sale in the community, and you have past clients there. Invite them to your group, and then invite admins. At some point, you're going to want somebody to help you. So I would tell you to start from the beginning. Have somebody help you. Why? Because other people want to volunteer. They want to help. Group members, you see them engaged and they have nothing to do with your business, with your industry. Invite them to help you admin the group. Make them moderators, not admins. Okay, make sure you never add another admin, because if some point something happens, some admins can remove you. Excuse me. Important, just in case you're controversial or something happens to your Facebook account, have a backup account that manages your groups, right? You can have your spouse, your best friend, your mother, your child, have their account also be an admin. So if you ever lose access to your Facebook, you have somebody that can manage it, or you have a different account you can manage it with. Set expectations for those moderators. Make sure they know exactly what they're doing, because they're going to be able to allow or disallow post conversations, etc. And inspect what you expect, right? Always inspect what you expect. When you're building your group, it's important to know if you want to build it as private or public. I won't go too much into detail, but what's really important about this is you can take a public group and turn it private, but you can't take a private group and turn it public. So if you build it private now, you can never go public. Okay. And public groups tend to grow faster. Private groups tend to have better conversations, better value. So it's up to you how you want to do it, right? And this is a screenshot. If you want to take a screenshot of what the difference is, if not, Google it. It's very easy, which is which. Let's jump into an agenda. So what do? I have the group. Now, what am I going to post? Well, it's a simple agenda, and ChatGPT can help you with this as well. This is kind of some of the stuff I've seen that works, but it's up to you how you do it. But let's say Monday, you do market updates. Hey, wake up in the morning and you put up a nice market update. On all this you do, my best recommendation is, as much as you can put into a video, do videos. Video killed the radio star. If you're my age or older, you understand that joke. Anyways, or that reference. So market updates, start the week with insights into real estate market trends and tips. It can be the specific area. If you want a place to find content, realtor.com. Go to realtor.com, go to insights and news. Zillow also has it. Really good information. Obviously, give credit to where the source came from. Educational content is number one. I don't care. If you don't do anything else, just put educational content every day. And my biggest thing is top 5. I love top 5s. I don't know why it is that number, but top 5 updates to do to your house on a dime. Top 5 curb appeal ideas. Top 5 questions to ask your realtor when you're going to list. Top 5 things to look for when you're walking a house for the first time. Top 5, top 5, top 5. Amazing. It's educational, plus it's fun. Community spotlight on Tuesday. You can do community spotlights. You can talk about your community, maybe a new construction development that there is there. Do community information. You don't have to visit the community. You can find pictures of the community or videos of the community, B-roll online. Create a video from your office. If you want to follow somebody who does really amazing community content, Ken Posick in Orlando, Florida, nobody does it better than him. Real Deal Orlando Real Deal, I think it's called. Follow him on social media. They do a lot of community content. Wednesdays, you can do walkthroughs of different listings. If you don't have listings, contact your local, your EXP agents, your friends, your colleagues in EXP. Ask them if you can do a walkthrough. Ask for permission. Do a walkthrough. Do every single day. Do a walkthrough of a video if you want of a property. Put it on your story. But in the group, every Wednesday, you can put a walkthrough Wednesday, or you can do wacky Wednesdays, right? You can post a joke, a meme. If you go on Instagram and you follow the Broke Agent, he posts a bunch of memes. Every Wednesday, you can put a meme, or you could do both, right? This isn't one a day. This could be 2 times, 3 times a day. My advice to you when you post on these groups and on your social media in general, I have the rule of 3. 2 for them, 1 for me. So 2 for them is something funny, something educational, something great. And then 1 for me is something that is going to have a call to action. It's going to be a new listing that I've posted, a self-promotion, anything that's going to bring that lead back to me. Thursdays, you can do luxury listings, educational, etc. So these are some ideas. Take a screenshot. Everything is here. Create engagement. So it's really important to create engagement. You don't want to just, puke ideas and puke content. You also want to have content that creates engagement. So a lot of big one for me is polls and challenges, right? You want to do polls. You want to ask questions about the community. Why do you live in this community? What's your favorite restaurant? Things like that. And then host challenges like photo of the week. You can run prediction polls for upcoming local events, right? Get involved in the community, know what the events are. And that's more for community events, for community groups, not real estate groups. And then you can share frequently asked questions and helpful tips. We go back to the top 5. So share answer. What's the first step to buying a home? You can do the first 5 steps to buying a home. Or how do property taxes work? Or 5 important things to know about property taxes. Create a tip of the week, which is, 5 cheap upgrades you can do to your home, or 5 ideas to spruce up your interior, things like that. Get your stager involved in this stuff. Get your lender involved in this stuff. Get your home inspector involved to give you ideas for these, to bring them on. Maybe do a Friday podcast where you do an interview of some of your vendors every single Friday. Featured content, start recurring features like Throwback Thursdays, which we just talked about. Throwback Thursdays, Spotlight Sundays, Member of the Month. Celebrate the members that are creating engagement. Facebook actually gives you insights. If you go to insights in your groups, you can see who's most engaged, who's the top poster of the group, what's the most engaging post. That's really important because that's how you get content. You go to the insights and you see that the most engaging post is people asking questions about, down payment assistance. Well, by all means, go to your lender and create videos. Create content around down payment assistance. If somebody's asking about vacation homes in Myrtle Beach, maybe your group's in Myrtle Beach, then great. Post about that. So use the insights in the group to create engagement. You want to get people engaged. And feature a local hero. I saw this, I don't do this, but I saw this in a different group and I thought it was amazing. Obviously, showing restaurants, businesses, small businesses, things like that is really important. But a local hero. I saw somebody in one of my groups that I'm a part of, that is not my group. They did a spotlight for a barista. This older gentleman, he's like 85 years old, still a barista in like Starbucks or some coffee shop. And I mean, people ate that up. I mean, people just love that. People love to have other people spotlighted and people want to celebrate other people. Additional tips. I think I'm almost done with what I presented. I know I'm going really fast, so by all means, stop me and ask questions. Additional tips to grow your group. Link your group to your Facebook business page. You can actually put your Facebook business page as the creator of the group or the manager of the group. And that way people have something to follow as well. And you can cross post information. If you see that in your group, really cool stuff is happening, really important conversations, use that as content for your Facebook page. Promote your website and your social media promote on your website and on your social media channels. So add a direct link to your group, to your website, to your Instagram bio, to your LinkedIn profile and other platforms. Let people know that's your group. You are the mayor of this group. Leverage your email signature. Include an opt-in link in your email signature. Hey, for more information on, what's going on in League City, Texas, or in Fayetteville, North Carolina, please join our group where I talk about all things real estate in Fayetteville, North Carolina. People will join. I promise you they will. Encourage members to invite others, right? Motivate your group members to invite friends who share similar interests. I don't care if you give us a $10 Starbucks gift card to the person who invites the most members this week or this month. Do something to grow that group. Offer exclusive content, share valuable content, tips, and resources in your group that people can't find anywhere else, encouraging them to join and stay active. And invite them to your email list, to your, the weekly, I forgot the name. You know what I mean. Host virtual events or challenges. Create excitement and attract members by hosting Q&A sessions, webinars, fun challenges. Shoot, you can do a scavenger hunt on your town and do it through your Facebook group. Run Facebook ads if relevant. You can grow your business, your Facebook group, by running ads on Facebook to grow that group. Now, again, this is all about free, so I don't say you have to do this, but you could if you like that kind of stuff. And engage regularly. You have to engage in your groups every single day. Regularly means daily. I should have put daily. You have to engage daily. You have to like a post, comment a post, and share a post every single day. Like, comment, share. Like, comment, share. Just write. I should actually make that the title of this presentation. Like, comment, and share. You have to do this every single day. And here are the tools you need. You need a phone and you need a Facebook account. That's all you really need. But if you really want to get into it, if you really want to get detailed into it, you need a Facebook profile because you want to be your person. My business runs through my Facebook profile, not through my Facebook business page. But you do want to create a fan page anyways, just in case, because there's content that Facebook will delete if you post it on your profile. Excuse me, because they want you to do it specifically on your Facebook page. You want to have an Instagram only because the content you share on Facebook can go organically to Instagram, and that's a different audience. Software, what do you need? ChatGPT can help you with all this content. Hey, chat, create 52, if you want to do it weekly. Let's create content for my Facebook group that is talked about Fayetteville, North Carolina real estate. I want to create 52 posts for the next 52 weeks. So I can post them every single Wednesday. It's going to be whatever you want to do it, right? But use ChatGPT. Group Monkey is something you want to get later on. Once your group really starts getting engagement, when you start seeing that people are joining, like I have groups that have 200 member requests in one day. Sometimes I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, but I've seen 200 member requests in one day because a post goes viral or a listing that everybody really wants to see. So you want to get Group Monkey. Group Monkey is this tool that allows you to have all those members come in all at once. And then all those members go into a Google Sheet, or they can go into your Go High Level account. And that way they go straight to your CRM. So Group Monkey helps take all those contacts from your Facebook group directly to your CRM, indirectly through your CRM. Google Sheets, you want to have Google Sheets because you want to connect it with Group Monkey. You need to have a CRM, and then your ChatGPT and your Canva will work together. I have a video on my YouTube on how to create content in 5 minutes, how to create content for a whole year using ChatGPT and Canva, and that's it. Really cool stuff. And then hardware, you need a mobile phone and a laptop. That's it. And you might just need a mobile phone. You don't even need a laptop. If you want to get really nice, you want to get a microphone. I have a microphone here for my voice to sound a little better, a little clearer. And then if you want to get a tripod, I think tripods are really important. I have a small gimbal here with a tripod, which just makes videos look better, especially for TikTok. And then miscellaneous stuff, you want to get video clips through Video AI. If you do a long video, you can actually, like this meeting right now, if I'm going to ask for a copy of it, I can take that and throw it into Video AI, and Video AI, what it'll do is it'll cut it up, and I'll share that real quick. Oh, you can't see it. Never mind. But Video AI cuts it up, a long form video into small clips. You want to get a digital business card, you have it with EXP. Just look at your Okta. You're going to have a digital business card, Instacard. And then if you want to find hashtags for things to go viral or get seen, which hashtags now on Instagram aren't working the same, but dailypurposes.com will actually give you a bunch of hashtags that you can use. You put in the post and you say, hey, what hashtag should I use? But ChatGPT does the same now, so you actually don't need this, but just in case. This was doubled. I don't know why. And then that's it. I don't know what happened to this page, but that is my presentation.
Wow.
So I do have a quick question, man.
Yeah, please.
Absolutely amazing presentation. You know, I've been waiting on this one for a very long time. For your Facebook groups, when you see somebody acting or engaging in ways that go against your rules, now do you give them a warning or do you automatically just boot them?
Yes. So if it's a post, so here's the thing: if it's a comment, like just they're commenting and stuff like that, if it breaks a group rule directly, I just boot them. I don't even mess with it. Like, you already know it's a group. You know, it's obviously in some of the groups that I have, because there's different demographics and stuff like that. If I see anything that even remotely goes towards discrimination, they're gone. Now, when people try to put posts that are not part of the rules, like if you're a realtor and you put self-promotion, when you decline a post, Facebook will actually let you give them a warning. So to me, it's a 3 strikes you're out. So I boot people every single day. It's a realtor, there's a realtor who just keeps putting, hey, my name is Caleb. If you're looking to buy or sell, I'm the guy. I already told you not to do it. And here's why that happens. I feel bad sometimes booting people out, but it's because they're not really engaged in the group. So I don't feel sorry, I guess, in a way. Because what they do is they create this content and they put it through like Hootsuite or whatever they're called, those other pages that you can, they're posting the same crap. They're just building that post, and then they're sharing it to all their groups all at once. They don't really care about my group. So if you're not really engaged in my group, you don't have to be in my group anyways. So I guess to answer your question shortly, if it's a comment and it's out of hand, I delete them immediately. You can also suspend people. So I have suspended people, and I'll suspend it for like 28 days. So people get mad. You're gonna get inbox like, you're such a pansy. Why'd you delete me? It's the truth. I'm like, okay, great, but it was racist or it was anti whatever. I'm not gonna play with it. You're suspended. If you don't like it, you can leave the group. And some leave the group, and some just come back. And some people apologize. Hey, my bad, man. I was in a bad mood and whatever. But good question. Yeah, you can give warnings to people.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome, man. And there's more, man. I owe you some more material on this. I couldn't get everything on condensed into this presentation. So you and I will talk later.
Well, honestly, Eli, I think you have like a wonderful master class. I've been on a lot of trainings. Obviously, a lot of us have, but first of all, very tactical, very, very digestible. And I just want to give you kudos for putting together such a great presentation. I don't know how often you do it, but I would say this is your superpower. You are really, really great at it. And I could see how so many agents are just attracted to you. Obviously, I know your organization is also growing. You're one of the most trusted agents I know on probably any platform. So it's really, really cool to see you break it down and how simple you do it. I think one of the biggest things that I wanted to ask before anyone else bumps up, and if you have a question, please feel free to raise your hand with the hand raise option, or just drop your comment in the chat, and we'll make sure that you're highlighted and you can ask Eli the question. But Eli, I don't know if you can see me, but I'm sure you guys can hear me. Veronica here speaking. You've purchased Facebook groups, and that's one of the things that I think is pretty fascinating. So when you are looking at approaching someone of like, hey, like, let's talk a little bit about what that dialogue or that script looks like, or that conversation, and why. And when you identify when you want to buy, feel like you're the Cody Sanchez of Facebook group purchasing.
So that's a good question. I actually don't have a tactical way of doing that. I joined a group. So one of the first groups I bought was Se Venden Casa in Puerto Rico, or the first group I ever bought. And it was this lady. She was retired teacher, and her daughter was looking for a property in Puerto Rico, and she got tired of looking everywhere. So she actually created the group, and she invited everybody to just share any houses they knew that were for sale. And it got to like 30,000 people, and she was done with it. And she was like, hey, I see you're very engaged in the group. So I was purposely engaged in the group. It was a good group. And she said, I'm actually thinking of shutting it down because I don't need it anymore. My daughter found a house. I'm like, I'll buy it from you. And I offered her $10,000 for the group because I just saw the value. She ended up telling me $1,000. And then when I was going to send her the $1,000, she said, don't worry about it. I don't. So actually, when I say purchase, I actually got that one for free. But that one now has 162,000 people in it. I think it has like 161, 162. And it is the go-to place. And let me give you a real side note. Don't get sidetracked or overwhelmed by having competition. Every time I've built a group or purchase group, there's been way bigger groups than me. It is about the value and the content. If you go to my group, I have competitors who have 146,000 people, 200,000 people. My group is the best. My group is the only one where you will not see a car for sale or coquito for sale. We manage our groups, and that's why the quality is the quality. So how to purchase is that I just bought another one that has 20, that had like 19,000 people, that I actually bought from a realtor. And the way I bought that one is I'm going to give him 25% of the first deal that closes. Now there's trust between us, so he knows I'm not going to burn him. I'm actually about to list a $400,000 property that came from that group, so he's going to get a nice little referral check for a group that he built, and it's called Moving to Puerto Rico, and it is all about moving, relocating, and different things. I'm not doing a lot with it yet, but I plan to. So I guess that, I don't know if that answers your question. It just depends on the group, right? And another thing I'll tell you guys, this is crazy to me. This is wild to me. I've actually gotten groups gifted to me by Facebook itself. So when groups are abandoned and groups are not being engaged in, I didn't know this, but I found this out last year or early this year. Suddenly I got messages from Facebook saying, hey, this group is available. Would you like to manage it? So I became the admin of a group. And then after 6 months that I'm an admin, I can't kick out the original admin. I can't kick them out. But I messaged them, and last week, one of those admins dropped off and I was able to kick her out. So now it's my group completely. And it's groups that just have no engagement. Facebook is gifting
It's like
them.
a hostile takeover. I love
Yes.
it. Eminent domain.
Yeah,
I
it was
love
amazing.
it.
Like Facebook is like, hey, you know, because once you reach a certain place, I guess I've never engaged in it, but I'm actually part of a Facebook group, whatever, that
Like a
Facebook
beta.
has a group for Facebook moderators that are like, or Facebook admins that have big in groups with engagement. So my groups, I have 2 groups that really, what's the word for it? They rank really high in engagement. So Facebook adds you, and they even have a convention that I've been invited to that I've never been to. Didn't know that, because it's not really, you know, I care about it, but I don't want to be part of that group. So anyways, once you start building this and creating this, Facebook pays attention to you. You really get some attention. So pretty cool. So I've
I
gotten
love that.
free groups, gifted groups, and purchase groups.
I love that. And with the new TCPA laws coming out in January, guys, I think it's really important, right? Eli touched base on it. This is about relationships, right? This is about engagement. And the new TCPA laws, of course, if you're out there prospecting, putting people on a dialer and you have no consent, you know, you have to find ways to make sure you're in compliance. And I think that this, you know, method that Eli has been able to build over, you know, so many years is something that you should be inspired by to take action on. You also do TikTok. I want to throw a little curveball real quick, unless someone else has a question. I would say, do you block out time? Do you have a dedicated time on your calendar? You're like, this is my Facebook engagement time, and this is my TikTok, because you do very well on TikTok. I mean, you've gone viral there as well.
I wish I could answer that with yes, I have a whole schedule. I don't. I post as I feel it. Like I think that's why it comes out so authentic, because I have an idea, I come up with it, and I'm like, or something happens, or somebody asks the questions, and I cross post a lot. So for example, if I'm in my group and somebody asks a question that I think deserves a good answer, which most questions do because they're really good questions, I'll take that question, I'll screenshot the question on the group, and then I'll use that in my TikTok video. He said, in my group today, somebody asked this, and then I start answering the question. And then people start in messaging me directly, say, hey, what's that group? And I send them the link to the group. So I've had people from TikTok join my Facebook groups because they see my material on TikTok. And I've had people from my Facebook group follow me on TikTok, because then I'll take that material and I'll post it in my Facebook group and like, oh, you answered that question. That's great. And then they follow me on TikTok. So I'm using, this is a good question. I never thought about this, but yeah, I guess I do have a system. I need somebody to sit down with me and tell me and build the system that I think I have, but I didn't know I had.
Well, listen, you got a really smart guy on the top of my screen, Carlos, who is a SOP systems like guru. And if you sat down with him for a couple of hours, he'll document everything for you. He's really, really good at building systems.
You got a very, very powerful masterclass there. And
yeah, you have a masterclass. The other thing I was gonna say is I think
Caleb's
we're gonna
laughing,
vote to have you come back for TikTok.
Yeah, Caleb's laughing because I sat down with Caleb December of last year. It was last week of December last year. And I told him, hey, I'm gonna build this out. And I put notes down, and I've never done it until Rebecca Soto pressured me and said, hey, you got to come to one of our classes. What are you gonna talk about? I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. I'm like, okay, Facebook groups. And I actually put this presentation together last night because I'm a procrastinator. And but it's from the notes that Caleb inspired me to put last year. So there's something there. I just don't know how to put it into a system. But there is definitely.
Well, we're here to cheer you on and hopefully inspire you to take this to the next level, because I think this has been, guys, We are so grateful for those of you who are on this call week after week, but this has got to be one of my favorite calls of the year. Tactical, great presentation, and I'm inspired to now go say, like, who's going to start their Facebook group? Because as a leader, right? Eli's here, dedicating his time, taking time away from his business, giving back to us, right? I think one of the most important things is, as a moderator, it's like, who's now going to go take action? Like, who is committing to saying, like, I am, before the end of the week, going to send Eli or a buddy a note as to, I'm starting my Facebook page, and this is what the niche is that I'm committed to. I don't care if you're the person with the greenest thumb and you're going to start the garden club in your community, or whatever it is that you're going to do. What are you passionate about? As you can tell what Eli's passionate about, Boricua, Porter. I mean, I think he has a niche that no one else has cracked. And if they have, it's okay. Like he said, his is the best. What is your niche? So I would love us, in a way, to give back to Eli. And as a moderator, right? Who's ready to take action? This is the best thing you could do for your business in 2025. You will own your brand. You are the community mayor. You're the person who's driving all the influence, building the community, connecting with people. Like, let's commit. Let's give back to Eli. I don't see enough action in the emoji chat, in the chat. I don't see enough emojis. Give me a heart or a thumbs up as to what, that you're ready to do this. And let's give Eli that gift, because this was so powerful. And this is a gift to arm you guys to go out there and take action and control your brand. Someone who's built her business and leverage third parties like Zillow. When he was showing the pricing per lead, I wanted to laugh. Guys, I paid $600,000 to Zillow this year in referral fees and in advertisement. It ain't sexy. It's not. Control your brand. If I can give you any gift in 2025, it's the let's take our brand back gift. Messaging. I don't want you to have to go through what I go through. Free is sexy as fuck. Yes, Eli. Let's do more of that. So I just want to thank you, Eli, as we wrap up. We've got about 5 more minutes. Anybody that has a question, unmute yourself, or get up on here and ask. We've got about 5 more minutes.
Yeah, while they think of their question, it looks like we have a few more people that were not here at the beginning. If we can drop that slide for FastCap again in the screen share. Guys, we have 100 tickets exclusively for Global Alliance to start FastCap in January. It's a massive, massive program that will allow you to grow your business exponentially with tactics, scripts, a system and a tracking system, a community, prices. They're actually investing in the winners and giving them lead generation credits with one of the partners that generates listings. And this is massive, massive, massive. It's an amazing community, amazing energy, and you do not want to miss it. So if we can drop, Franny, that link again, or let me see if I find it here, to register for FastCap. And if somebody has one more question, we'll take it.
We have a question, Eli, on what you pay your Facebook VA moderators. If you have an idea or can share that.
So we have a cyberbacker, and he does way more than just Facebook for us, but he does do the Facebook stuff. So it's about $1,500 a month. But
so it's a cyberbacker. And then the question was, what does that training look like? I assume they already come pretty experienced.
No, I mean, not in Facebook groups, but yeah, I mean, the VAs come train as VAs, but I do have to train them on Facebook groups. And it's not a lot of training. It's just standards and expectations, what to approve, what not to approve, what the ideal member is, what to look for in a post that shouldn't be posted. I wouldn't hire somebody immediately, because Facebook has admin assist, and you can put a lot of rules in admin assist. Like for me, I have keywords. If anybody posts something that says gringo, it's automatically declined. It's a post that just doesn't get declined. It's a comment that doesn't get declined. Admin assist, Facebook groups have admin assist, and you can put rules, and it can approve memberships. It can decline memberships. Be careful though, because it can also approve and decline, mostly decline people who you want to have as your client, or it will approve people who put their email, and it'll approve it before you see it. And once it's approved, you'll never see their email again. So you got to be really careful. But Admin Assist is a great tool before you actually hire an admin, a VA.
So good. So good. Well, I just want to again just say thank you. This is probably one of the best ways to close out the year as we get closer to the end of the year. And I'm excited to see how many people's businesses are going to be impacted and the communities that they're going to build, not just from a business perspective, but like you even said, some of the relationships and the impact that they're going to make. So thank you, Eli. This was really awesome, guys. Shout out Eli, tag him. And congratulations for all of you making the time to be here today on this Monday to grow your business. Carlos, appreciate you. Eli, we love you, man.
Love you back. Bye-bye.
So
Bye.
good. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Eli. Thank you, Carlos. This was great.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Didi.
Wepa. Thank you.
Wepa.